Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of my HTML tutorial. In this episode I'm going to go through these tags. So there's going to be a total of 9 different tags. Alright, so let's get started. By the way, I changed my Visual Studio Code styling. As you can see, the colors are now different. So yeah, some change for a while, every now and then. That's a good thing. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. First, we have the main element. So the main element is a tag that specifies the main content of a document. For example, the main tag is usually put after the header and before the footer. So let's say we have a section or layout like this. Let's say header. There we go. Then we have a navigation bar. We have an aside section. Article. We can have a footer, etc, etc. So yeah, the main tag is usually put between here. So here we go with the starting tag, main tag start, before the footer, main tag end. So the point of the main tag is to cover the content of a document. In this case, the content of this document would be these mainly. Of course, there's more content in the header, navigation bar and footer, but that is like side content more. The main content is always in the middle of the website. So yeah, that is the main element. So yeah, and there must not be any more than one main element in a document, and it cannot be a descendant of an article, aside, footer, header or nav element. So basically I would have to come up with something else after the navigation element, like an h1 heading, and then I could add the main tag. So yeah, alright. Then next up we have the map. You probably remember the map thing. So basically we can say map and area. Oh, so yeah, you probably remember the map tag. So we can say map name work map and then put some area tags inside, shape, rectangle, coordinates. Then we gotta get some coordinates like these ones. Alright, alternative text, computer, href index2.html. Okay, I'm gonna need an image. There we go, and let's take this one. Alternative text, workplace, and let's open this. So, by the way, I'm gonna also set the width to be 400, height 379. So when we click on the computer, for example, I'm actually going to open this in Google Chrome, so that will be easier to show. We did not enter and we are missing something important. Yeah, the useMap attribute. So inside of the image we have to use useMap and hashtag workmap. So these have to match. Alright, now we can click on the computer and it will take us to index2.html. That was the iframe page example, but we can use it for this one as well. So yeah, the map element allows us to get some coordinates from a picture and then later on click on a certain area with some coordinates and a shape. So yeah, the map element is a pretty cool one. Alright, let's get to the mark element. So, with the mark tag, we can define some text that should be marked or highlighted in some way. So we can type in a paragraph. You got to get mark some groceries and then space today. So yeah, with the mark we can add a background color. By default that's going to be yellow, but of course we can change that. So style equals background color Alice blue or whatever you want. So those can be changed, but by default it's going to be yellow. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. That's going to be the menu tag. I'm gonna delete this paragraph over here. And then the menu tag is actually something very interesting. It's basically identical to the unordered list tag. So let me show you. Menu list items, item 1, and I'm gonna copy this a few times. So there we go. Here we have a unordered list. So yeah, the menu tag defines an unordered list of content. So we can use the menu tag together with the list tag to create menus. And it's an alternative to the UL tag, and browsers treat these two identically. So basically, if I make an unordered list and if I copy the items inside, these are going to be the same, alright? Except with the little difference that they are aligned just a little bit differently. But otherwise, there is absolutely no difference with these two. So yeah, you can use the menu tag for creating some lists as well. Alright. Then I'm gonna remove these, and then we got the meta tag. So with that, it's used inside of the head element. With that, we can declare the character set that we are going to use in the document. For example, in this one I am using the UTF-8 character set. We can define the name, that's viewport, and the content is width equals device width. The initial scale is 1.0. So basically this line adds some compatibility for smaller devices, and there's even more. We can also tell about the website's description, keywords, author, and stuff like that. So yeah, inside of the meta tag we have to put all the metadata. So yeah, let's go over here and let's type in, for example, meta name will be description this time. Content will be HTML tutorial. That's another one. It will not show up on the web page, but this is used for SEO, search engine optimization. Then we have keywords, or name equals keywords, like that. And the content will be HTML, CSS, learning, tutorial, etc. We can add as many keywords as we want to. Then we can type in a name of an author, meta name author, and then content will be the name of the creator. Alright. We can also type in some social medias inside of here. So for example, name, Twitter, content, and then an address to your Twitter. By the way, it's X nowadays, but I still like to call it Twitter. So yeah, the meta tag allows us to add information of the website that is not going to be visible unless you actually open DevTools and go to the source code behind the screen. So yeah, these are not going to be visible for everyone, but they are going to be used by search engines and other developers and people who might be looking at your code. So yeah, they are pretty useful to have because they will not take a long time to create. So that is the meta tag. Now we have 4 more to go. So the next tag is going to be the meter tag. The meter tag defines a scalar measurement within a known range or a fractional value. I'm gonna give you an example. So let's create a label. This will be for disk and disk usage. Alright, now we have a label for disk usage. Then let's create a meter. The meter, the ID has to match with the 4 attributes, so this is going to be disk. Then the value of this will be, for example, 5. Alright. And then we can set the minimum and maximum values. So if minimum is 0 and maximum is 10, that means that 5 will be in the middle. There we go. Paragraph minimum 10. No. Minimum is 0, max is 10. Alright, and there we go. Where did my meter disappear actually? Oh, wait a moment. Does this work? Why is this not oh, I'm missing one quote. There we go. Alright. There we go. So we have a meter here. The maximum value is 10. 5 is 50% of that, so it's going to be 50% filled. If the maximum value was 100, it would only be 5% filled. And so on and so on. If the maximum value is 8000, it will be even less filled. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it, let's say 50 actually, for the maximum. There we go. So now it's gonna be like 10%. Oh, yeah, 10% lightness. Let's say 10, 15. Why is 10 giving me such a low value? Value 5, value 10. Alright, now it's working. Value 15. Once again, it's glitching out, but it's okay. Value 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So yeah, this is the meter tag, and this is actually a new tag. We have not gone through this yet anywhere in this series before. You just gotta make sure that the for attribute of the label and the ID attribute of the meter tag, that they are the same. So yeah, that is the meter tag. Then we have the navigation tag, the nav tag. So the nav tag defines a set of navigation links, and not all of the links inside of a document should necessarily be inside of a nav element. The nav element is intended only for major blocks of navigation links. For example, if you have a navigation bar on your website, then it's very good to use this element. But if you're only going to be inserting one link, then you are not necessarily going to need the nav element. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna give you an example about this. So we gotta create a navigation element first. And inside of this one, we can create a bunch of anchor tags. The href will be hashtag, and link will be link1. Then I'm gonna copy this a few more times. There we go. That's a total of 4 links right over there, and they are all inside the navigation element. We can give this a class of navigation links, and then we can go to the CSS style sheet. Let's take the navigation links, and let's give it a display, flex, align items, center, justify content, space evenly, and yeah, there we go. So basically the links are now using the flex box. They will be spaced evenly throughout the entire page. I'm gonna take the navigation links, all the anchor tags, and then I'm going to give them a background color of coral. So yeah, there are our links. Alright, so the navigation element is very useful. It's also a semantic element, so it's used for SEO, search engine optimization, and it is also used for the structure of a web page. So yeah, that's a pretty simple one and a pretty useful one. Then let's go to the next one. That's going to be the no frames tag. And once again, I have not been paying attention because the no frames tag is not supported anymore. So forget about that. We are gonna jump straight into the no script tag. So, there are some people in the world who have disabled JavaScript in their browsers. So if we go over here and we create a pair of script tags, and inside we say, for example, let's make an example paragraph. Paragraph class, or actually ID example. And then inside the script, let's document dot get element by ID. The ID is example, and let's give it a name. Const paragraph equals. Alright, so a few percent of internet users worldwide have disabled the scripts online. So we can use the no script tag to define alternate content to be displayed to the users that don't have the scripts available in their browsers. Or maybe they have a browser that is too old to even support scripts. So, we got the paragraph over here right now. I'm gonna go and take the paragraph. I'm gonna access the inner HTML and I'm gonna make it equal to a template literal my JavaScript is working. Okay, so we don't have an issue with that. But someone might have disabled that feature, and then we can do this no script and say sorry. Your browser does not support JavaScript, or it has been turned off manually. So yeah, we can say this. It's either the browser is not supporting JavaScript, or somebody has turned it off manually. Those are the two ways. So yeah, that's the no script tag. So yeah, a few percentages of people worldwide, they have their scripts disabled in online. So yeah, keep that in mind while you are writing the scripts. Okay. Alright, this video has been pretty long. I'm not gonna go through any more tags. I was thinking about it, but no. Alright. Anyways, I hope you were able to learn something new in this one, and yeah, I hope that I'm going to see you in the next episode, and yep, have a wonderful day everyone, and happy learning. Bye bye, and see you later.